It all began in a wooden frame house, October 24th, 1924, at number 2 Cars Alley in Montgomery. A council organized by the Reverend G.W. Williams and Reverend Levi Foster came together to establish a church. Alice Ash, the church's first secretary, suggested that the church be named Pilgrim Missionary Baptist Church, with the idea that all who love the Lord would be welcome there. So, with prayer and the belief that it was God's will, 14 dedicated members organized the Pilgrim Missionary Baptist Church and elected Reverend Henry Lucas as its first pastor. In those early years, the church grew both in vision, mission, and membership. It is a rich tradition of ever-increasing faith, hope, and membership, due largely in part to God's favor. Progress has always been a hallmark of Pilgrim Rest. It's a course steered by 9 trailblazing ministers of the gospel, each who have impacted Pilgrim Rest in their own unique and positive way and have greatly expanded its reach for Christ. Those trailblazers included Reverend Henry Lucas, Reverend Jesse Howard, Reverend Henderson, Reverend B.S. Robinson, Reverend G.W. Temple Sr., Reverend Wiley Jones, Reverend J.F. Capehart, Reverend J.O. Tucker Jr., and current pastor, the Reverend Walter E. Ellis, who became the 9th pastor of Pilgrim Rest on October 22, 1980. Under his leadership, property was purchased to expand the church and its vision. What is now known as the West Campus was built, with important upgrades to the office, music ministry, lighting and sound system, and the West Campus Fellowship Hall was built. In addition, new ministries were added. The Wednesday night Bible study and Sunday school classes all grew. August 2011, Pilgrim Rest dedicated a new 50,000 square foot state-of-the-art worship and life center. It's a magnificent edifice that reflects the pride and faith of its founding fathers, the goodness of God and His provision, and Pilgrim Rest's continuing commitment to touch the community with the love of God and reach the lost for Christ. The church launched its first ever TV broadcast on Trinity Broadcast Network and now offers a live internet broadcast stream of worship services each week. Plus, thousands have been touched through Pilgrim Rest ministries like Project Share, Brothers Keeper, Relay for Life Team, Youth Department, Marriage and Family Ministry, Impact College Ministry, Grief Ministry, Prison Outreach, and countless others. The Pilgrim Rest legacy continues by shining brightly through a new generation of members who are adding a new chapter of their own to its rich story.
To me, being a part of the Pilgrim Rest legacy is great, and it feels like we're all connected as a family, and I like it because they have us youth involved in a lot of things. We can just find our new talents and work on our talents that we know we have, and I've gained a lot of family members that I like and friends that go to this church, that go to my school, that I'm able to talk to, and I'm able to find new talents that I didn't know I had, and it's just wonderful.
Well, as a young child myself, all I can remember is being spiritually fed at a young age. Like from the age of 5, I remember having to recite a poem, and from that day forward, I knew Pilgrim Rest was the life for me. If it wasn't for the people 90 years back standing firm in a strong congregation and showing us as youth what it's like to be united as one and come together and staying together as a family, we wouldn't understand it today. Everyone at Pilgrim Rest is just like a big family, and so that's one of the main reasons why I believe that I will never turn away from Pilgrim Rest, because Pilgrim Rest is home and we are a family.
Pilgrim Rest is so awesome because Pastor Walter E. Ellis shows a lot of love for this church and Lady Sister Ellis, and I think it would build up people's courage.
Well, Pilgrim Rest is a great church to be in because it's a family. Everybody in the church knows everybody in the church. There are issues in the church, but we all come together. We all solve them like a family. Or if someone needs help, we're gonna reach out our hand and we're gonna say, well, since I know this, I'm gonna come over to you and help you with this. If your child needs help with something in school, I'm gonna get my child to help your child. There's nothing we want back. Just know that we are family.
I've been coming to Pilgrim Rest for 8.5 years. I like Pilgrim Rest because it's a place where I can come and express my talents I didn't know in the youth department. I have a pastor that teaches me more about God's Word. I think we should celebrate 90 years of this legacy because it's such a great church and it has so many great things about it, and we should celebrate it because how great it is.
I'm a third generation at Pilgrim Rest. I'm a choir singer and I like choir and preaching. I like coming to Pilgrim Rest because they pray so good and they pray loudly and clear.
I remember coming to Pilgrim Rest as a young teenager with my parents and one of my sisters and my brother at the time, and we joined as a family. I can refer to Pastor Ellis for so many things at different periods in my life. Just the connection with our families and our church family, people who have seen me grow into a woman, and also those who have helped shape who I am. So I know I'm standing on tall shoulders, not just those of my parents, my mother and father, who were faithful members until death, but for all of those faithful members. The Bible that I bring to church most Sundays is the one that I was given when I graduated from high school by Pilgrim Rest, signed by Reverend Ellis. So it has taken me through college, work, changes, marriage, everything in my life. So there's a rich legacy here for me.
I feel fortunate. I feel blessed. I feel that God has smiled on me for years here at Pilgrim Rest. And I really feel that God has ordered my steps. I believe in the word where it says, the steps of a good man or woman are ordered by God. I'm content, I'm satisfied, I'm happy, and I'm just blessed to be a part of such a legacy here at the Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church.
Pilgrim Rest Missionary Baptist Church, preserving the past, preparing for the future, and standing on the legacy of our faith.